I think the United States is starting to extort some of the other participating parties. I think it's something much darker, and I think it's hiding in plain sight.
I think they owe that to us, to be honest.
If you do not sign onto the Abraham Accords, if you do not normalize with Israel, we are not going to move forward with an Iran deal. No Iran deal, which means no ceasefire, which means resumed combat. It's nice mobster language. That's how a protection racket talks to people that it's shaking down. They are the ones who are being threatened. If you don't sign, I'll hit them and I'll let them hit you. Let's talk about the state of Epstein's war. They're drafting an MOU, I guess, but they're further.
We've heard that now for how long?
Did you know that today, I think it was today, he said we're closer to a deal or close to a deal. That is the 59th time he has said that since the beginning of March. So in about 2 months, 2.5 months, he has said that almost 60 times. And people still report on it. That's why we totally skipped it last time. But the reason why I'm reporting on it today is because I think that they're getting further apart. And I think the United States is starting to extort some of the other participating parties. Most of the coverage right now, well, we'll talk about it a bit, but Trump is starting to bring up the Abraham Accords.
Oh, yeah, now hardcore.
And most coverage is just kind of treating it as a heavy-handed diplomatic maneuver and leverage. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's something much darker, and I think it's hiding in plain sight. But we're going to lay it out and what's happening, and then you guys can tell us what you see. So here's some of what stands out as of now. On May 28th, the U.S. and Iranian negotiators reached a tentative one-page, 14-point memorandum of understanding (MOU). It's been negotiated through Witkoff and Kushner on the U.S. side, Iranian officials on the other, and with Pakistan, obviously, as the mediator. Trump has not signed. Mojtaba has not signed. Supreme Leader Mojtaba has not signed. And while this is supposedly being negotiated, Hegseth was in Singapore yesterday saying the U.S. military is ready to resume combat in the Gulf. Trump also posted on Friday, no money will be exchanged until further notice. So what exactly is in the draft? As you guys can see, the concessions on both sides, Iran gives up its highly enriched uranium stockpile, zero future enrichment, opening the strait, sea mines cleared from Hormuz, ceasefire extension. And as you can see, some of these have been agreed on, some of them have been not. Some of them are one-sided. So I don't think that we are that close to a deal.
I don't think so either.
Right. So I think we're just chugging along, trying to get through the World Cup, which is another huge debacle, and trying to get through this 250th mess of a celebration, birthday.
Oh, that's another thing he crashed out about the celebration, right? Because like 2/3 of the people canceled.
2/3. It's like 7/8. It's pretty bad.
Wow. I didn't know it was that high now.
But as far as I know, Iran is kind of over there doing its own thing. It's like, we're going to treat this like we're going to implement what we want to implement. Let's take a look from what's going on in the Strait today.
در روزهای گذشته نیز نیروی دریایی آمریکا اعلام کرد که همه کشتی‌ها باید از تنگه هرمز دوری و برای عبور از این تنگه با این کشور هماهنگ کنند. اما در 24 ساعت گذشته 28 فروند کشتی با هماهنگی نیروی دریایی سپاه از تنگه هرمز عبور کردند و در واقع نظم ایرانی را بر طرح‌های ناامن کننده آمریکایی‌ها در منطقه ترجیح دادند. البته نیروی دریایی سپاه پیش از این اعلام کرده بود که افزون بر کشتی‌هایی که در روزهای گذشته از تنگه هرمز عبور کردند، بسیاری از کشتی‌ها و کشورها نیز در تنگه هرمز و خلیج فارس نظم ایرانی را پذیرفتند و برای دریافت مجوز عبور از تنگه هرمز درخواست دادند. اما برای جلوگیری از ایجاد ترافیک دریایی و برای تأمین امنیت این شناورها هر روز باید تعداد مشخص و معینی از کشتی‌ها از تنگه هرمز عبور کنند.
Wow.
What do you make of that? The other countries are cooperating with Iran.
For sure they are. Why would they not cooperate?
But what does that say about the United States standing?
Well, listen, we know that the United States is losing its relevance more and more. And that's why it's lashing out like it is, not only against Iran, against Venezuela, Cuba, and other countries. So it's trying to prevent what is inevitable, that the US is going to be another major power, but not the sole power in the world. And you see, this is the result. Other countries are very pragmatic. They said, okay, Iran, you've got the Strait. We don't have the capabilities to challenge you, or we're friendly with you. Why rock the boat? No pun intended.
We're going to have to make a remix to Arab money for Iran because they're getting Arab money. A lot of Arab money out in that strait. Good for them. And now it won't be seized because they're using Bitcoin and Chinese accounts.
And also in their domestic account, there was a law passed in the Majlis. Everything now also has to be paid in Iranian currency as well.
I love this.
So it's going to just boost their economy. And plus, Oman said, yeah, sure, we can negotiate this.
And then, well, we talked about it wanting to bomb Oman the last episode.
Bomb Oman. Good luck.
Could you imagine Oman? First of all, if you guys know anything about Oman, they do magic there. And if you bomb them, they'll cast a spell on you. And I don't think Trump wants any more evil energy around him. So
I think we need to hex Trump. Is that what it's called? Hexing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to hex him.
You're going to bomb the Arab Switzerland. Okay. This is fantastic. I love it. But the structural terms of the MOU, 60-day ceasefire extension, which is extendable by mutual consent, a 30-day negotiation window for detailed permanent agreement, talks to be held in Islamabad or Geneva, speaking of Switzerland, broader regional de-escalation language, supposedly addressing additional conflicts. But what's not in the MOU is Lebanon and Hezbollah.
Yep.
Iran insists the MOU applies to all fronts, and the U.S. refuses to confirm that. There's no mention of Israel in the MOU, which we talked about. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before, but we talked about the IRGC saying that the United States needs to figure out how to control this wild animal. And they're not even mentioning it in the MOU, and no mention of Abraham Accords pressure in the MOU itself. Trump added that condition publicly. And we'll talk about that. So per the Soufan Center on the May 26th conference call, leaders of Pakistan, Saudi, Qatar, UAE, Egypt, Turkey, and Jordan all endorsed the MOU draft. But those are the same exact countries that are now being pressured to join the Abraham Accords. Let's take a look at what Trump said. Listen to his language.
And we'd like to have the countries we were talking about, with Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and the others, we'd like to have them immediately join and Steve Witkoff is working on that with Jared and some others, but would like to have them join the Abraham Accords. It'll be historic if they do it. And I think they owe that to us, to be honest. I think, because that really would be a tremendous sign. And I think those countries owe it to us. Steve, are you going to get them to sign?
We're definitely pushing it, Mr. President.
I'm not sure we should make the deal if they don't sign. You want to know the truth.
If you do not sign onto the Abraham Accords, if you do not normalize with Israel, we are not going to move forward with an Iran deal. No Iran deal, which means no ceasefire, which means resumed combat, which Hegseth said yesterday that the U.S. military is ready to resume combat in the Gulf. There's AWACS flying right now and some tankers. And we know, because that had already happened multiple times, Trump adds the last line. Those countries owe it to us. We're getting back to his old New York roots. Nice mobster language. That's not usually how sovereign states. And why should they owe the United States anything? And why is the United States relying on them? That's how a protection racket talks to people that it's shaking down.
No, for sure. But also, hey, Steve, you're going to get them to sign, right?
It's Steve Witkoff.
Well, this is the whole thing. Like, people have assumed that he kind of acts like a neutral arbiter, but he doesn't.
No.
He's deeply invested in everything that he's done, whether it's in Gaza, whether it's in Ukraine, whether it's now with the Iran deal, whether anything he touches, he's an agent of Trump. He's not like a neutral arbiter, actor, trying to do diplomacy. No, he's a political actor.
And you guys can go back through our previous episodes. I love this map because it shows intent, but we have covered Abraham Shield extensively on our show and on our X and Telegram accounts. But notice how this map is labeled. So you have the moderate rebels, moderate Abraham coalition, which includes Morocco, Egypt, Sudan, UAE, Jordan, et cetera, et cetera. Then you have the potential to expand, which has Syria, Saudi, and Qatar. And then you have supporters of Hamas, which is Turkey. And then you have the Iranian axis, which is Yemen, Iraq, and Iran.
And Lebanon.
And Lebanon, of course. Little baby Lebanon. You can see it up in there, tucked away. But yeah, so how can we build a new regional order to ensure Israel's security, though? That map tells you the whole story. So the GCC states in light green are not the partners. They're the conquered territory in waiting. Though they are the ones who are being threatened. But what happens if Trump decides to resume strikes on Iran? Who do they strike?
Who do they strike?
The people that Trump is saying you better sign on to the Abraham Accords.
There you go, you see? And that's why he threatens that. He's basically like, if you don't sign, they're going to hit you.
If you don't sign, I'll hit them and I'll let them hit you.
Exactly. You see how it's like gaslighting in a way. It's a combination of gaslighting and I don't know. It's a lot of fucked up shit.